you know the story of Matilda before you auditioned? Had you read the book, and were you a fan of it?
Seen the movie, the book, and I also saw the show, so I knew the story.
This show's so popular, like all around the world. Obviously, because it's so entertaining, but also it has a message. What do you think people connect to the most about the story of the show?
I just think that the saying is bigger isn't better, because just because they're bigger doesn't mean somebody little or can't do other stuff that big people can do.
Even though Matilda's very, very small, she makes big changes for her teacher and her students in the class, and even her.
I also get kind of from the end of the show that even if your family's really, really mean to you, you shouldn't kill them, because they're your family.
That's a very good message to take.
You shouldn't let them you should at least you should prevent them from getting hurt. So Sergei offers to basically kill your father, but you say no, he's my dad.
So don't kill your parents. I'm going to make a note of that. How did you learn to do the accent? Because you all have very good accents in this show. None of you have an accent unless you're putting on a fake one right now, that I can tell.
We have a dialect coach. Me and Ava do something called a nearly British accent.
So we put R's on a couple of words. But for Willow, she just does a British accent.
Yeah, because my cousins are British, and I don't know how to do a nearly British accent. I can only do American British.
Do you have any pre-show rituals that you do to sort of get geared up for the show?
We do a lot of the stories that we tell, and sometimes we go over some songs, and we go over scenes.
Anything a certain, you have to eat a certain dinner before you go on or something? No, you're not divas then. What is it like balancing being a kid, going to school, and starring in a Broadway show?
It's been really weird for me because I haven't done any other shows, but I'm kind of getting used to it. But I've kind of had some weird freaking out moments where I just go completely insane.
Really? Why? What causes that? Let's talk about it.
Well, because I've never done any shows before, and I'm also trying to just live a normal life, but sometimes I just go crazy.
You go crazy? Like funny crazy or scary crazy?
I have a knack for breaking pencils and paper. So I break millions.
So really scary then.
Yeah.
You're breaking pencils. That's crazy. Do you think that you want to continue on doing theater, or do you want to do TV and film? Do you have an idea of where you want to go from here?
Well, I want to continue doing this, but I also would like to do other hobbies because I love to bake and I love to draw.
I was thinking of opening my own bakery and restaurant.
I don't really know. I'm only 9 years old.
Well, you need to decide right now.
I don't know either.
Lots of weird things happen in Broadway houses while shows are going on. People are on their cell phones now. Have you experienced... you've seen it, right?
Oh my God.
Has anything happened? Yes, are crazy things happening?
Woman in the front row, she was just taping me going off stage after bows. When I was walking off stage, she was just taping my whole little walk off.
And I remember once when there's groups of kids, they're all in neon shirts and it's so distracting. And there was this woman in the second row and her hair was all the way up here. I was like, that's so distracting.
Speaking of hair, you guys have crazy hair in this show. How do you... What's the regime?
I actually don't have to do anything besides pin it back. My hair's naturally messy.
Oh.
Sometimes when I'm on that, the matinee show, and then I'm on standby that night, I just put it in a bun and I leave it like that because I can't untease it in that time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard.
These are the problems of Broadway stars. It could be a lot worse, ladies. Well, I know you have to get ready for your show. Thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate it.